good evening, everyone. Sorry for the delay in time, but we're having technical issues with the legendary Cuz. You know, however, we're gonna wait for him to come on, but in the meantime, I have his son, Orlando Lodi Makel. He's gonna stand in until we can get Cuz on. So, Lodi, what's going on? How you doing?
All right, yourself, Wallace, naturally.
Yeah, I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. We are broadcasting live over Facebook, YouTube, and LinkedIn.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Lodi, we've been knowing each other for a long time. We're gonna travel back timetable, man. So, some people out there that's listening is gonna enjoy what you have to say. So, where were you born and raised?
Annapolis, Maryland. Spar
Never.
Road, Spar Road in most jurisdictions.
So it was a small road now, because I'm gonna tell you, man, I've been getting.
I mean, let me backtrack that.
Okay.
I was born in Parole, born and bred,
Mm-hmm.
but my athletic abilities took me to Spar Road. So we'll start from there.
We'll start from Spar Road.
That's right.
So while you were out Spar Road, what schools did you attend?
Bates High and Napa Senior High.
Napa Senior High. Now you and I, we first met. We were in Germantown.
Absolutely.
Right. What's some of the sports you played coming up?
Basketball, football, baseball. Baseball, I'll go back to me, you, Linwood, and Sam McQueen.
Okay.
And, what you call it? What you call it on the box? Strikeout. You couldn't never beat us, Wallace.
What?
Me and Queen beat you in Linwood every time, every chance we had. But
I don't recall that. But you go
on
ahead.
the reality tip, Linwood was the best baseball player out of all of us.
Yeah.
And they came you.
He was off. He was off.
We wasn't no baseball players.
Hey, now you mentioned basketball, man. We know the sport that you love was football, but let's talk about baseball a little bit. When you played baseball, who did you play for?
I started out with Al Hopkins on the T-Birds. Al Hopkins was our ex-mayor, and that sport really didn't jive with me too tough because I couldn't hit the ball.
Yeah,
I could play defense real good, but I couldn't hit the ball.
Yeah. You weren't a bad baseball player though, from what I can remember.
It wasn't too bad, but I wasn't good as you in Linwood.
Yeah.
Come down to Spar Road. That's saying a lot.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. But you know what? You held your own, man. Everybody, the first year playing baseball, we had problems seeing the ball anyway, and was scared of the ball.
No doubt.
But I remember, man, you had some great games, man. T-Bird.
We played against some big time players back in those days, like Hacks, Fleet Reserve, Al's Pro, Hacks, big time players like Junior Johnson, Raymond Brown, Zeke, all those guys, man, they was way above us.
Oh yeah, they were good. Even Carlos Simley, man.
Carlos could play with the big boys.
Yes, he did.
When it came to our age, he could play with the big boys.
Yeah, he was, man. Hey, and for all this coming on, just to let you know, we had technical difficulties trying to get a Cuz, the legendary Cuz. on. They're still trying to work that issue, but we have the next best thing. We have Mr. All Everything, All World, Lodi Mako here, and we working our way to that. We're talking about growing up before we get to the high school and college and flame days.
Absolutely.
So now, tell me some of the things. How was the competition level growing up out of Spa Road and other neighborhoods?
Oh man, I tell you, Wallace, if you grew up on Spa Road, you were going to be a ball player. I don't give a damn if it was football, basketball, baseball. You was going to do something. But most of us was good at everything.
Yeah.
You didn't have no choice. We came up banging against the old heads, and they weren't going to give you a break.
They didn't take it easy at all, did
they? We had Norman Johnson, Muskrat, Kim Jones, Birdie, Buster Gross.
Yeah.
Stan Johnson, Tommy Coates, beating you up. You had no choice.
That's right.
You had no choice.
That's right. And it prepared us well, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. Now you also played basketball. What were some of the teams you played for while playing basketball?
I started out playing basketball in my junior years with my old man. My old man taught me everything I knew until I got into my senior years in high school. And I tell you, the guy that made me the best basketball player that I could be was Norman Johnson.
Wow. Yeah, how so, man? How so?
Me and this dude, I used to always think I could beat this dude when I was in high school. But that wasn't the case. Me and this guy played basketball during the summer months. Every day, 2 times a day, down in the Spectrum, which is everybody call Bates. Every day. And he whipped my ass. I'm telling you, he whipped my ass every time we played. No doubt, no lie.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this. When I end up playing down at the Summer League, excuse me. When I end up playing down at the Summer League, I got MVP all because of him.
Wow, that says a lot, man.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
Yeah. He's an amazing coach, amazing teacher. I mean, you call it what you want.
Yeah. Now, you play football, Little League football. Who did you play football for?
That's where my father came in.
Yeah.
My father was my coach from day one. A1 from day one.
Yeah.
I don't know about people playing with their parents. I mean, playing football for their parents, but it's tough. It's tough playing for your father. But he was the best coach I ever had in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you feel that he was harder on you?
Oh, no doubt. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Man, for the simple fact I had to head on the football field as well as going home. By the time I got in high school, I was ready to hurt somebody real bad. And
Man.
I ran into Al Larimore, and that's a whole nother story.
Wow. But the coaches that we had in T-Birds, man, I feel, and you correct me if I'm right or wrong, they prepared us well for high school football. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. You had a father, Bob Man, Watty. Watty was the biggest thing in Little League next to my father.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get no bigger than that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So this guy scouted every team in Anne Arundel County. I swear, he told us who the Keon, taught us where this player was going to go the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. It was amazing, wasn't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The best I ever did it. I wish that he was still alive for you to have him on this show, Wallace. I swear, man.
I just got through receiving the message from your sister. They're still trying to join with your father, so keep working at it. All right, we have time. So Lodi, that coaching staff, man, and just to caveat what you said about having what, man, that's why it's important, man. It's important that we actually continue what we're doing, because that's our legends right there.
Absolutely.
But you know what?
There are people that don't know about what my father, right? This day and time, but it's a lot of young kids that are, actually doing pretty good with this stuff, man.
Mm-hmm.
You got my cousin C. Johnson with the All-Stars.
Yeah.
He's pretty much old school. He remembers all those days, because we got relatives that just came after we did, Wallace. Like my nephew D. I got a nephew who played NFL ball.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
He came through the system, and the younger guys might know him more than they know us. So that was, it carried on for a while, but like right now, it's not, I can't put the words together right now.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about your. Let's talk about your ladies and gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
He's in the house. Unmute your mic. He's in the house.
Hello.
George, Cuz Jenkins. How you doing, Cuz?
Fine.
It's great to see you, man. It's great to see you.
Hey, Dad.
Good to see you.
Hey, Dad.
What's up, son? How are you? Okay.
Well, look, we're going to travel back in time with you, okay?
What is your 8 half?
We're going to travel back in time.
Okay.
Where were you born and raised?
Born and raised in Annapolis.
In Annapolis?
May the 20th, 1939.
All right. What are some of the things that you enjoyed doing while growing up?
Playing sports.
What was the main sport that you enjoyed playing?
Football, basketball, track.
Awesome. What sport did you enjoy the most, Cuz?
Football.
So you played football, and did you play football at Bates?
Yes.
What position did you play?
Offensive end and defensive end.
Oh, wow.
So that answers why Lodi played defensive end, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, big stuff. What are some of the achievements or the accomplishments that you made while playing football?
Playing football.
Yeah.
Well, when I was playing with the Flames, we won the championship in Baltimore,
Okay.
and then I switched from the Flames to the New Breeds. We won the championships 3 times in a row. Was 87, 88, 89. And then I left them and I went to Harrison Sons.
Uh,
And we won championships with Harrison Sons. And I left Harrison Sons. And then I went back to the New Breeze when I can't think of his name. But we used to travel.
okay. Okay.
You know, what was the guy used to manage, used to sponsor New Breeds?
Theodore
Tito.
Parker.
Yeah, Tito Parker. He the one that got me to coach the New Breeds, and then we started traveling.
Okay. 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 So we're gonna go back when used to mold players, man. I played for you. You were my very first coach on T-Birds. You were tough. You were really tough.
Well, Bob Mann, the one that got me with the T-Bears, because the Flames were practicing down St. John's in the valley. And while they was down there practicing, I was up there with Bob Mann, helping him with the T-Birds. But he had his son on there, and I had Lodi on there. And he couldn't coach his son. So I told him, you coach Lodi, and I'll coach your son. And then after that, we went down and we won the championship. And then after that, I went from one team to another.
How was the experience coaching your son?
It wasn't no experience coaching him.
It was no experience.
He listened to everything I say. And even at the time we went over to Eastern Shore, and he was running for a touchdown, and he kept on going, and I was wondering where he was going. And he was going to the bathroom. You remember that, Lord?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That is great.
I had to put it on.
I forget that one.
I don't mean laugh.
I don't even know what else to say.
No, but I enjoyed it, man. I enjoyed the kids, teaching the kids, not just teaching them how to play football, but teaching the facts of life.
Yes.
You know, and that what came most important to me, was teaching them the facts of life. You know.
Yeah, you did. Like I said, you were my first coach, and you instilled values and so much. I played line, offensive. I was offensive lineman. You taught me my techniques. It was because of you that I feel that I learned so much, and I went on to have a successful career at Anne Arundel Community College. Because of you and our earlier coaches.
Yeah.
I thank you for that.
You're welcome. But what and I both, what they used to be my scout.
Yeah.
We would go around and scout the other teams that we were going to play, and come back and tell us which player and which player to, to look for. So I got to give him the credit too, because if it wasn't for him and I, we wouldn't have been nowhere.
Oh, man, that says a lot. You are so true. Now, do you feel that you were more of an offensive coach or a defensive coach, or both?
both.
Both. Yeah.
I
Yes.
concur.
You concur.
Yes,
So
sir.
so you as far as creating the plays, did you
I
feel
used,
that? Go ahead.
I used to make them up.
You did.
Yeah.
Did you make them up the night before or during that game?
No, I made them before. I made them before the games. I had a list of my players, my plays.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes, yes. Well, before we go forward, your niece, Aisha,
Aisha.
Isha,
he,
Aisha.
he said,
Aisha.
yeah,
Aisha.
she, she look, she said,
Lisa is my daughter.
yeah, right, right, okay, all right. Well, Lenny and Isha is giving you some props right now, so that's good stuff, good stuff.
Uh,
Now, did you coach any basketball?
yeah,
Who did you coach back in the day? Cuz,
loaded.
well, yeah. So Lodi the football player and Lodi the basketball player.
And loaded a boxer.
Yeah, he did box. Yeah,
Yeah.
he took that literally serious. I'm gonna tell you a little story. Whenever Lodi, myself, and Kenny used to hang out, I used to keep a pair of tennis shoes because they would always fight somebody. Somebody they were gonna get in a fight with. So you better believe we didn't come back home without fighting somebody. No, that's all he did. I'm not gonna tell you the other story though. And Lodi know what I'm talking about.
We're
But
not
anyway,
gonna say
how was coaching basketball? Cuz
Coaching basketball was fun.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I, I think I know the answer to this, but which sport did you prefer the most, basketball or football?
Well, I like both of them,
Well, I knew you were gonna say
but
that.
I prefer football.
Yeah. So you like the brutality,
Right,
yeah,
right,
yeah,
right. Because see, when I was playing football, I knew what to do. I was a defensive end and an offensive end. And when I first went out for Bates, I was too light. Webb told me I was too light. I was weighing 120 pounds. So
Mr.
I went to New York and gained weight. When I came back, I was weighing 175 pounds.
Dad, a lot of young people would like to know who you talked about when you said Mr. Webb.
He was a coach of Bates High School football team.
Yeah, yeah,
And he used to coach the Flames.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, Lodi, I was getting to that, Lodi. I was getting to Mr. Webb. All right.
Sorry,
This is my show now, okay? Hey, so who are some of the guys that you played with? I know. Did you play with George Belt and what?
Elton Snowden, played with Elton Snowden.
Okay,
Oh man, I can't remember all them guys.
I understand.
Wilbur Wood.
Yeah, and we had a guy that come from Alabama that came up, and he played with us. He played quarterback. Can't think of his name, but he was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Did you
And,
play? Did you play with Tantan?
oh yeah,
Tantan?
yeah. Tanner was our best running back.
Wow, wow. And Ike?
Ike, Ike was our defensive end,
Go ahead, George.
and when we played, when we first started playing, we couldn't get into the Annapolis League. And Bob Green, the mailman, he went down to the recreation department and got us in there. And we was the only black team in it.
Wow,
And
wow.
when we started out, we won the first game. And the first time we won the championship. Then we turned around again and we won the championship. And then we won it 3 straight.
You remember who that was against that?
Oh,
Eddie Lennox.
yeah, yeah. But then they wanted to have a raffle because we won 3 straight. And they wanted to raffle our team off. Let the other teams pick from ours, and what's left would be at that time Oberg.
Wow.
And we said no, so I went to Baltimore and joined the Baltimore League. And when we first went up there, we didn't have no uniform. All we had was sweatpants, sneakers, and T-shirts with numbers written on. And they said, look at these country boys coming up here in a chartered bus. And they beat us 60-0.
Wow. Wow.
And we came back to see what they was playing in the NFL league
Okay.
rules. And we was playing in the Annapolis rules. But we came back and we started practicing. They was throwing elbows. And we came back and we started throwing elbows and everything. And we went up for the second game. We had it down pat. We was throwing elbows, fists, and everything. And after the game, the boys said, we give y'all five years and y'all gonna win a championship. I said, we're gonna win a championship in 3. They said, yeah, that's made to be seen. But we started, and I mean, we was playing. We came down and was throwing elbows on each other and everything. And when we went back up there, the fans came over on our side and everything. We were playing our Drew Hill. And we started winning. 3rd year, we won the championship.
3rd year. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. In overtime, because we would get down on that 5-yard line. They would get on our 5-yard line and couldn't score. And at that time, Ralph Hernan used to kick field goals for us. So we got down on the 20-yard line. I said, Ralph, look, I'm tired. Everybody else tired. Kick a field goal. See what you can do. And he went and made the field goal, and we won the game.
Wow. Wow.
That was the start of it.
So you said it took 3 years before you won a championship. You did that in 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow, wow. And just to let everybody know out there, you see Lodi is my guest host for the night. You know, he's all everything. So if he got a question, Lodi, you are able to ask your father a question if you want to ask a question.
For y'all who don't know, Ralph Hernan was Gerald Hernan's father.
Yeah.
And now Earl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, because you know this is your night, so feel free to tell your story. Go right ahead. Now, during that time, I did know Annapolis High refused to play Bates. So,
right.
So when did that barrier? When did they eliminate that? When was Bates able to play against?
Well, we used to warm up. We used to practice St. Mary's. St. Mary's would call us down there to practice their team to get them rough them up.
Wow.
You know, but Annapolis wouldn't let us come over.
Wow.
And plus, Al Larimore, he didn't like T-Birds players. He said the T-Birds players knew too much. And then one time I put a neck band on Loda's neck because he said he was having problems with it.
Yeah.
And Larry told him to take it off. And he came and told me, And I went over and confronted Larry Moore. I told him, I said, that's my son. I told him to wear it, and he's going to wear it. Now, if you don't want him to wear it, he won't play for you no more. And he your best friend you had.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
He said, well, I didn't know that. I said, he didn't tell you?
Wow.
He said, no. I said, I don't believe that.
Wow.
So he said, well, I'm sorry, Mr. Jenkins. I said, okay, I accept it. And that was it.
Yeah. Wow. Well, I got to mention this to you. One of the viewers, great question, from Lenny Knight. So back in the day, like we played community against communities. Did that take place when you were growing up? Did you play communities against other communities in Annapolis?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did you guys, the community that you grew up in, did you play against other communities?
No, we played baseball against Parole. We never played football against Parole. They wouldn't play us,
Yeah.
But as far as every other, community, wasn't too many community players.
Yeah.
Because back then, there was that racist thing going on. Back when I was coming up.
Wow.
So I try to go up on West Street and get them to sponsor a team or something like that, and they wouldn't do it. Only store up there was sponsored us was Gringos. You remember Gringos?
Yeah. Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Gringos was the only one that was sponsored us.
Wow. What you got, Lodi?
I got a question for my dad. Who inspired you in your early football days?
Who inspired me?
In your early days, like help you along and taught you the ropes.
My aunt, Betty Lee.
I knew that. I knew it.
Betty Lee Colvin. She taught me everything: football, basketball, track.
They say it was a guy named Joe, Little Joe, that used to.
Oh, Lord, Joe Simmons. He's the one. He's the one that coached our softball team. He's the one that got it. He's the one that got us together. That's what's his name? The big boy. Gordon. Gordon's father.
Mm-hmm.
That was Gordon's father. That got us into baseball, softball.
Softball, huh?
Yeah, he got us into softball, and then he switched over and helped us with football too.
Okay.
What was Mr. Webb's inspiration in all this?
Where
Yes.
where was our base high school football coach? He the one that wrote the plays up for us and everything. And like I say, he coached us for a year.
Is this where you got all your offensive plays from?
Yeah.
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 I remember.
Plus plays off from the pros off television.
Oh yeah. Man, I can remember there was a time when they were trying to get or talking about wanting Webb to coach at Annapolis High when we were there.
They wouldn't let him.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let him.
Well, let's talk about your Flame days. One of the questions were who started the Flames?
We, Elton and I.
Okay.
We started that because we used to play behind the terrace.
Mm-hmm.
And when we was playing back there, Bob Green, the mailman, said, why don't you why don't y'all go ahead and join the city? And I told him, I said, they wouldn't let us come in. He said, what? I said, no. I said, because I went down there and tried.
Mm.
And they told us they didn't have no black teams in the league.
Mm. Wow.
So he went down there and talked, and he got us in there. And then he got us in there. We won 3 straight years.
Yeah.
And that's when they wanted to, so what they used to do back in the slavery day, they used to, what you call it?
Discriminate.
They discriminated, but they wanted to, each one of their teams wanted to pick one of our players,
Oh.
and whoever be left would be the Flames. And that's when we moved from Annapolis to Baltimore. But see, we had to go to Baltimore every Sunday.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't come down.
Yeah.
But then after we won the championship up there, then they said, well, Mr. Jenkins, we think we owe y'all something. Instead of y'all coming up here every Sunday, we'll come down Annapolis and play. And then when they came down Annapolis and played and found out what a good time they can have after the game, sitting over in a lot, drinking and stuff like that, they love coming down to Annapolis. Yeah.
Now the Flames were the big deal back then before all the other teams were.
Yeah.
So how many championships win?
We used to go to New Jersey every year and play.
Okay.
In New Jersey, up there, and we won. We won two championships up there. Yeah.
Wow. Well, one of the questions from one of the viewers, Lenny Knight, who was your greatest rival from Baltimore?
What's on that? Oh, can't think of it. Can't think of it.
It's okay. You take where is that?
Huh?
Midwest.
There you go, Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah. See, because they had a good team, but after the game they had a bar, and we used to go to the bar after the game. We didn't get home till 1 o'clock. From 9 to 1. Huh? So that was back down. That was good days.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good old day.
That was their rivalries back then was Midwest Ports and
Northeast.
Nah, who was the white guys?
Well, I don't remember them.
Some white guys, huh?
Yeah. They wouldn't let us in the league first. And then
So now, okay, you had the Flames. Now, was New Breed created because a lot of people couldn't play on the Flames, or did they wanted to rival the Flames?
Well, the New Breed started. They started up because they didn't want to play.
Okay.
And then they wanted to be a rival with the Flames anyway.
Okay. Now, New Breed. So New Breed was really the reason why the Flames went away, right? Is that correct?
Went away.
No,
they ain't going nowhere.
You didn't go.
No, they ain't going nowhere.
Okay. So they were going toe to toe with each other, though, right?
Yeah.
Did you?
We see with the Flames, it was Elton and I running the Flames.
Okay.
And then Elton wanted to get so big shot and everything. And like I was coaching the defense and he was coaching the offense. So he wanted to send a player in on defense. And I told him, I said, defense is my team. Offense is your team. He said, the Flames is my team. So I said, okay, well, you got it. I quit.
Wow.
And that's when I quit. And that's when, oh my God, I forgot the boy name. Parker came and said, cuz you want, who? Theodore came to me and asked me, said, you want to coach New Breeds? I said, yeah, if you want me to. He said, yeah, I want you to coach. I said, well, who coaching now? He said, Lump. I said, what you going to do with Lump? He said, Lump going to play football. You can coach. I said, okay. So I coached him. And that's when we started traveling. See, we went to Florida,
South Carolina,
North Carolina, New York, all them places.
Drink some water.
Wow.
Drink some water.
So now, Lodi, you play for both the Flames and New Breed, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Because you had a chance to coach Lodi again, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
You had a chance to coach Lodi again, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kind of. When they offered him the job to coach New Breed, they offered me the job as well, only as player coach.
Okay.
Do you want to come and do you want to coach and help your father? And that's what happened.
Oh, that's awesome. So how many championships did New Breed win?
3.
What? Yeah.
3? Okay.
What was it? It was 6. It was 7.
I don't remember the years, but
77,
it was around 3.
77, 78, 79.
Okay. Now we're gonna transition over. Now we're gonna talk about Cuz the family man. Okay. So Cuz, and dear to my heart, you had a beautiful wife. What was her name?
Sylvia.
He said, Phil.
How long were you two married?
43 years.
That was a blessing. And how was it? I know Lala was excellent, but Lodi was a problem. How did you manage?
What?
Don't tell personal stuff. Go ahead, Auburn. That ain't right, Auburn.
I used to swing with Lodi. Lodi and I used to hang. We used to go hang tough. Tell us some of the things that really made you feel just Lodi. Some of the stuff that you enjoyed talking about.
Well, I had to teach him everything he knows.
That
When
explains.
we was down, what's that place?
Allen Park.
No,
What?
down behind Safeway.
Bywater.
When we was down Bywaters,
Yeah.
I used to take him out in the backyard and teach him how to fight, wrestle, and all
Absolutely.
that,
Wow.
And then I took him down a Y, and they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him. I had to take him over to the neighbor station.
Oh yeah.
And then they put him up against, because he was big,
Yeah.
and they put him up against the big white guy, and he was tear their ass up.
Stupid. You don't like TV.
You used to tear them up, So they wouldn't let him box over there.
Oh man, he was an excellent boxer though. I'm not gonna lie to you. So you could see the influence that you had. It was just unbelievably great.
Yeah.
And I was telling members of my team that you were more than just a coach. You were also a father figure. Exactly what you talked about earlier. You were developing us for the future.
Right.
Even when you had Jay at practice, you were showing us the importance of being a father. That sports wasn't going to separate you
From
and
your
your
family.
children, and it was just amazing. I just learned so much from you, and I got to thank you for that again. Ari Butler, he says, thanks for being a great mentor, coach, and a friend. And like I said, you were more than just a coach. You were that second father. No doubt.
That's what I'm trying to be.
Thank you, thank you.
You
Thank
know,
And thank
if I got out of line, you wouldn't hesitate to correct me. Shoot, you know, no doubt about it. So, cuz, is there anything that you want to leave encouraging to all the viewers out there? Anything that you would like to tell them that's positive that
right now.
use?
I'm 85 years old now.
Right now, I can't tell them nothing because you can't tell these kids nothing nowadays.
Yeah,
They all they know about is a gun.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's so true. That's so true.
Kid was what? And that's not what it's about. See, now it's coming down. Baltimore is worse now. It's coming down here to now.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
That's not what this is.
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah. It's nothing like it was when we were growing up.
that's right.
Nothing.
That's right. When we was coming up, it was nice.
Yeah, that's true.
And you listen. If you come from down Clay Street, at the bottom of Clay Street, coming up, and you did something you ain't had no business doing, one of them people down the bottom of Clay Street will pull you up and get on you, beat you, and time you get home, you get another beat because they're gonna be called up there and told, or me, or told my mother what I did. She wouldn't beat me, but she sure keep me in the house.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I got to thank you for being on the show tonight. You know,
you're
uh,
welcome.
you're truly a blessing, and like I said, you're more than just a mentor. And a coach, man. You are definitely a father. You know,
Thank you, man.
and this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Just to let everyone know, we have Lodi in the middle. We have Cuz, the right father son. Lodi was one of the greatest defensive ends in Annapolis High history, and went up to Anne Arundel Community College and did his thing up there too. And a lot of it is because of you, Cuz. A lot of it's because of you. In fact, Lodi and I both, we made the All Region 10 team and the All Conference team up there. And it's a lot of it was from our youthful days. Not so much the high school, but it's what we learned from T-Birds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
and I thank you for that.
you're welcome, man. You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Everyone out there, I thank you for joining us tonight. Hold tight, okay? Next week we're gonna feature our own. We have talent in house. We're gonna feature our own Ayana Mu Young. She's gonna talk about tax, writing,
No,
3 books, best-selling books. She's gonna talk about a lot of things. So you don't want to miss next week's show. But thank you for being on, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Thank you, Armand,
Thank
for
you.
having my dad on. Thank you.